Huh?
I said, you just want to make sure you look the part.
I mean, I don't really look the part. Why am I doing a ponytail? My hair needs to be in a bun today. My hair looks better in a bun today. And I put it in a bun. Why can I not do my hair today? Because I can't do my hair any day of the week. Solve our city's whole and solve. Well, that's not right. Ow, that hurt. Ooh, don't twist it. That hurt. Youchie. Hi, Teresa. Teresa's here.
Hello, Teresa.
Okay, we are here. I am live. I'm taking a second to decompress because I'm not gonna lie, y'all. You know, I take ADHD medication, and one of my least favorite house chores is mopping. And so I figured, is it the safe thing to do? Is it the smart thing to do? Definitely not, but I decided while we went to the dollar store to get the bleach concentrate to mop, I said, you know what? I'm gonna get a small coffee and I'm gonna chug the coffee and then we're gonna see what happens. And so I came home, turned some music on the TV, and you know what? I mopped the whole house without any complaining. But the now after like side effect is I'm kind of everywhere. Don't mind the cat clock. It is upside down. We're just gonna act like it's not. We're just gonna pretend like it's not. Because I need to fix it. I need to put another nail in the wall. But I don't think Ellie likes it when I put nails in the wall or when I put anything in the wall, really. I don't think he likes when I use hammers or anything like that. Can confirm or deny.
I'm nervous for you when you do that.
Why, though? Is it because you don't think I'm competent or you...
You've injured yourself a lot. I think when you get frustrated, you get reckless with yourself.
Reckless!
I don't like seeing you hurt yourself.
Reckless. Here's the fact of the matter. He's just a really safe person, and I'm just really not. I really do things way too fast, and he does things way too slow. And I've talked about it. He's like a hare. Like he's slow no, he's like a tortoise. You're slow like a tortoise, and I'm like the hare. And yeah, so you know, even clay, believe me, since this is a polymer clay live, even clay can be dangerous, guys. I didn't know that, but when you're using razors, I've cut open my finger a few times doing it. So I have really, for this polymer clay launch, I have blood, sweat, and tears. Blood, sweat, and tears. Tears because I've messed up some clay pieces. I mean, I've really messed up some clay pieces. I made some really cute ones, and I have them right here. They took so long, and one night I just was not being smart. They're so cute. There's only a few of them, and I was just not paying attention, and when I was sealing this with the sealant I used, there was still wet paint that I didn't know about, and so I sealed over wet paint, and so now all of them are like really messed up. And so I'm using these as like memorial garden stuff. While we're waiting for Ali to come over here, because he said he was going to be a special guest, because we're going to have a, what is that called?
Amber Alert.
An Amber Alert. It might not come to my phone. It normally takes like 2 or 3 minutes after yours does for me to get it. But while we're waiting for him to come over here, because he's just as excited for this as I am, and I feel like when we started this, you know, you announced it with me, and you kind of started the whole, you made the whole polymer clay journey for me possible. He actually got it for me. He made the whole journey possible for me by getting me the starter kit and stuff for Christmas, and then actually before I started student teaching and could make money for it, he bought a lot of my polymer clay stuff, so he deserves to be a part of this. A lot of the polymer clay stuff actually came from his money, so he deserves to be a part of it.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are vertical. I'm trying to bring in new viewers. That's why I go vertical.
That's why I do too.
Yeah.
I explained that during the football game. the football games that I live stream.
So hopefully we're not gonna bring any wackadoodles in, but you never know. I want to show y'all something cool I did because I'm proud of it. I still have to seal it a little bit more, but I'm thinking about adding these kind of things to my clay shop, just not yet, but later. But this is my memorial stone for Lulu, and I mean, it's so Lulu, is it not?
If it's her perfect.
Like it's her to a T, and so I was thinking about doing this, but if I did this, my qualm with this is, we'll kind of talk about it a little more when we get into prices, but something like this takes, I mean, it takes like, in the time that I could get multiple clay pieces done, it takes just to make and bake this, and then there's a lot of gluing involved, a lot of painting, a lot of sealing. This is a lot of clay. This is like, in a slab of clay, like just this piece right here is probably like this much clay. And so you have to think about it like, if I'm using up this much of my product, then, you know, it has to be a little bit more expensive so I can pay for this. But not, I say expensive, I have not gotten the details down on pricing, but your voice is not matching with your mouth. Well, it should be, shouldn't it?
Must be delayed or something.
Why would it be delayed though? We just got new internet.
Are you on it?
Yeah? Let me take, just in case.
It is. I see it. It said Blessed Barnyard.
Yeah, no, I'm on it. So yeah, I've got my launch coming, and so that's what we're here to talk about today, is the launch, when it's coming. There's not a finalized detail yet because I wanted to do this live and talk it out with y'all, but it is happening in the next like 2 weeks, just so you know.
Yes.
That's very safe to say. And so I wanted to talk to y'all about inventory. I wanted to talk to y'all kind of, this is dangerous. That's actually not safe. That is how he's not safe.
Oh.
So we're here to talk about all of that because he does a lot behind the scenes that y'all don't see. Sometimes he makes a lot of clay pieces. What is?
I was just saying hi. My dad joined.
Oh, he was going.
Hey. No, I was saying, hey Dad, how you
I
doing?
don't know if that's something that y'all know about him when he's like trying to get a word in, and if I'm talking, because clearly he goes. It's so weird. I don't get it.
I gotta rev up the engine, so to speak, build the momentum, so that once I get a low moment, it'll start spilling out.
That's just our life. He's got to fight to get a word in with me, especially on a day like today. But that's okay. We've had a really good day. You had a really good day. Do you want to tell them about your day before we get started?
Oh, I went on my first roof today.
Did you go on your first roof today?
No, I didn't actually.
No, you didn't.
I'm in training for my job, and my mom's roof is incredibly high and steep. Even my supervisor, who's been doing it for countless decades, even he was like, "This is a scary roof, man. You don't need to go on it for your first one." I'm a salesman for a roofing company now. If any of y'all in Texas need a free roof inspection, you let me know. I got you.
Do you know how many times I've heard that in the past week?
We're rated A+ on the Better Business Bureau. You look us up.
Give them your spiel.
Do
it. Go for
crop.
it. Go. The floor is yours. Give them your salesman. You do it. If anybody could be a salesman though in this family, it's him. I mean, let's be real. I always say he can gaslight.
I did ask Teresa. No, I asked her if she had any friends that needed a roof, or her any friends
in
or whatever.
Ohio.
Well, you never know. She's been to Texas before, so if she knows anybody here. You never know if you never ask, you know. That kind of thing.
He's asked anybody and everybody if they need a roof, which I don't blame you. You're building clientele.
I got appointments lined up so far.
He
I had my
does.
first one today. I think my supervisor's proud of me.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, you're sweet, baby.
It's definitely been a transition, I think, but we're really excited. And
no, we're Texas only, unfortunately,
yeah.
for now.
So yeah, this is his newest venture, and I'm really proud of you. I'm
really afraid of heights, but not excessively. Oh, the jeans.
Were they? I think they were yours.
I think they were mine.
I think all of my jeans tend to have holes in them, like in the knees. I think he owns one pair of jeans though, so like he's very lucky that he found the one pair of jeans. I asked him the night before because I was like, I'm going to bed, like I'm tired. You need to go to bed too. But I was like, do you have anything you need washed first? What are you gonna wear tomorrow? Like, what are you gonna wear? And he's like, I'll figure it out in the morning. No, like.
Chris would cover anywhere in Texas.
Oh, Lord.
Anywhere in the state of Texas.
You're going to use your YouTube channel to get you roofs.
Hey, that might be why they called me in so quickly, because I applied and it was so fast. They scheduled the interview, because on my resume I put that I'm a content creator. I put that I manage a farm. So, you know, relevant things.
I don't know. I'm really proud of you, and I am proud of you for wearing the jeans. He did tell me, though, I think we're going to either have to buy a different pair of jeans or a different pair of pants, because I do not like the jeans. And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He has to wear closed-toe shoes a little bit.
Yeah, I do.
That's a little bit of a fight. But you know what? It's okay. He's still the flip-flop farmer. It's okay.
At home.
Hi, baby. Did you see, girl?
Little bit says hi.
Little bit's not supposed to be on the clay table. They never do this, but I think it's because you're here.
They know that I'm a pushover.
You're a pushover? Mm-hmm.
Aw.
I mean, when it comes to, I feel like we definitely have the balance of, with some animals you're the pushover, and with some, like Maisie, I'm the pushover. Like Maisie walks all over me.
Oh, yeah.
But you're very stern with Maisie, and I'm very stern with the rabbit, and you let the rabbit do whatever he wants to do. Like, whatever he wants to do. It's absolutely the closed-toed roofer. That's so funny.
Something like that.
That's so funny. That's so good. Okay, so what are we talking about today? I have told y'all that I have been gearing up to relaunch my polymer clay business. If you don't know, if for anybody new joining that, or joined after I did all of that, back in 2022, I think, is when we started it. And I was making polymer clay earrings. And I wanted that to be a big thing, and that to be kind of a side hustle for me while I was teaching. So we launched right before I started student teaching in fall of 22. And we had a really successful launch. It was really fun, and I really loved it. I loved every aspect of it, from the creating to then getting to like send things out. It was so much fun. And then student teaching started, and boy, was that a whirlwind. And I had no time. The time when I was home, I was pretty much asleep, because it was crazy. And so luckily, you know, I was paid in my student teaching, so it balanced out. But I then decided not to teach, and we moved here and we started everything here, and I started my content creation journey, which I also love. But then after I got diagnosed with the ADHD, I really started to pick up clay again, because the reason I had stopped and hadn't started back up yet was I didn't have that initiative and motivation. And that's like a direct thing that my psychiatrist and I have talked about. Like, that's your problem. You have an executive function problem, and it's because of your ADHD. And I'll tell you what, pretty much as soon as I started Vyvanse, I started picking this up again. I mean, one day the table was clear, and then the clay exploded in here. I mean, that's the best way to put it, right?
Basically.
But I mean, it looks really pretty to you right now, but I think if you saw, you're not going to out me, if you saw the chaos around me, it's, well, I know where everything is, and it's very chaotic, but I know where everything is, and that's what's important.
Yeah,
so,
as long as you know.
Yeah. So he helps behind the scenes, and he sits here and does clay with me and gives me ideas, and sometimes he makes pieces for me. Sometimes he makes, what do we call them? Frankenstein pieces. It's really fun. He takes a bunch of colors together and puts them together. It's really interesting. I'm going to leave it at that. So you don't have to stay if you don't want to. If you want to go over there and relax.
I'm here with you, baby. You called me over.
Well, no, I know. I just was getting into the nitty gritty of all of this. And so I just wanted you here.
These pieces can stand up. Can you believe that?
No way. Okay. User error.
Here, let me try. Look.
Yeah! That's so good. It's the little things in life. Do you think these ones can?
I don't know. I was just playing with them.
The Lulu one's going to be too heavy. This one's not shaved down, so that one won't. That one probably won't either. I think it's because this one has like 3 feet.
It's even.
Nah, that's not gonna. It has the bow on it, so it's a little heavy. Sorry. Side note, these pieces stand up if you wanted to know that. So we have reinvented or branded kind of what this polymer clay business is going to be. If you don't know, polymer clay is just an oven baked clay that is really durable, and you can use it for all kinds of things. People use it for jewelry, people use it for sculpting, all kinds of things. Like, as you can see, I've made...
This one stands up on its side, these alpacas.
Yeah, but that's not... Can you grab the, not that oaky thing, because that came from A&M, but somewhere over there, there's the angel and the cornholio one. I think. It's blue.
Yeah, they're right there, yeah.
So I have made memorial stones, and these are...
Oh.
It's okay.
There's some...
It's okay. You can clean it off with an alcohol wipe, and it's fine. So you can even make like little memorial stones, and because once polymer clay is baked, it seals, and then if you add a sealant on top of it, if it gets wet, nothing happens. So I've made these. These are just some of the things I've made. These are for my personal use. But I've also made lots of other little things. Now, like I said, we started this off as jewelry. This was meant to be clay earrings. Over time, I have realized that not everybody can wear earrings, and toggling between like getting the actual post and clip-ons and all of that, I just wasn't really like finding a passion with it. But something I love, and I don't know if y'all know this, I love magnets. I love them. And I feel like everybody has a fridge. And so I was like, let's make magnets. I also have the ability to make pens, and so I can make pens too, but I figured to start, let's do magnets. Now, this has potential to grow, of course. I know right now starting a lot of my business is going to be from my viewers, and so I'm definitely... Loveland, honey, what are you doing? I think she just really likes to lay on those bags of the...
You're gonna lay with your dad now.
Sorry. Where was I? This is it. This is the brain just stopped moving. We've come to a stall.
Don't worry, someone will remember.
Dang it. Oh, so most of my business is going to be from my viewers right now. It's going to start there, but I hope that it'll eventually grow. So what you're going to see when you see my inventory is you're going to see things that are catered towards y'all. And in the descriptions of my things, I'll say this piece was inspired by this animal or so-and-so. This was inspired by this. But then you're also going to see some things that might be targeted that's not animal related, that's targeted more towards a different audience, because I'm going to be using Etsy, and Etsy markets for me. And so eventually I'm going to grow out to where we'll be doing memorial stones, and these would be custom pieces. So this is going to take a bit to get here, but don't worry. We've got the little magnets. We've got... Autumn, you still have your earrings. So that's so cool. Do you know which ones you bought? Well, obviously you know which ones you bought, but which ones did you buy? I want to know. And so I have the potential to do a lot with it and a lot of pieces. I can do little sculptures. I can do custom, like if somebody, let's say I have a dog cutter, I can do like a custom of your dog. If you send me a picture, I can make your dog for you in a magnet. I also have some cutters. Let me show you. That just came in. Oh, Lordy, I'm unplugging stuff. Is this one? This is a little like Christmas like gift tag. I think I also have, I have some, what is it? They're big cutters, aren't they? The dog one, do you know what I'm talking about?
The paws?
The paw
print. The one you showed me earlier?
Ornaments. Yeah, but I don't know where I put it. I think I moved it because it's a big cutter. Let me see. I don't know where I put it at the moment. I'll find it at some point. Yeah, but they're Christmas ornaments. So in this launch, I don't have any Christmas ornaments. It's not relevant for the 2-tier black hearts with white dots. I love those. I still have a pair of those. Those are some of my favorites. So I also have the ability to make Christmas ornaments, which I'm going to do, but I'm not going to do Christmas ornaments probably until either the next launch, and I'll explain what I mean by like next launch and all of that and timelines, or a little closer to Christmas, because I also have my 3D printer that I want to get out and make my own cutters for my ornaments. So I'm not like having to buy all of these cutters because they do add up. And while it's a tax write-off for the business, I kind of want to make my own, and I can also make content of that using a 3D printer, and I think that's super fun and cool, but we have to learn how to do that first. So that's that. Can you do memorial magnets? Yeah, I can do memorial magnets as well. I have some memorial style magnets. Like this is a magnet. I would call it a memorial magnet because this is inspired by my sweet Lulu that passed. It's straight off of it was like I made this, and so then I just made more, and so that's definitely inspired by her. I could make anything. I'm gonna be really careful to not put the names of the animals in the title, because I think I have also with Disney stuff, you don't want any trademark names, so there'll be very basic titles explaining them, but in the description is where, if you really want to know what it's inspired by, that's where you can kind of hear about that for the inventory we've got right now. Because we've got right here, I've got, well, this one is not a good one. Oh, I just need to clean it with an alcohol wipe. That's fine. So I've got little text magnets right here. I don't know if you can. This isn't a magnet, this is a pen, but I have it in magnets too. And so obviously text isn't trademarked, but Disney names could be as well. And I do have a passion for Disney, and especially making Disney, my own Disney pins. This is one of the Disney pins I have that will be for sale. And I will have a few earrings just from leftover that I didn't throw out because they were still in really good condition. And so we'll have those. Now, moving on to inventory. The way that I'm going to be doing this, and that Ellie and I kind of agreed is the smart way to do it so I don't burn myself out, is to do not a huge inventory every launch. So, are you leaving?
No.
You can. So with every, let me give you an example. We have this cross magnet right here. It's shiny, you just can't pick it up on camera. I have a whole handful of them. I probably have 20 of them. And I know what you're thinking, 20 sounds like a lot, but when I had 20 pairs of earrings one time, people sold out some earrings really quickly. And I don't know what's gonna sell out quickly, but I haven't made a huge amount. And the stock isn't huge. I have all of my stock sitting here in front of me. There's a lot, but of each thing, there's not a lot, and there's not a whole lot of each. And so what's gonna happen is when we do this launch, those will all go for sale. Once it sells out, I'm not going to be making it again unless people tell me hey, we want this.
Yeah, unless there's some demand for more.
Yeah, unless there's a demand for more, or if it's something I really like. I can do college and university stuff. I actually have an A&M thumbs up. Ellie wants me to use it for Facebook, but I have.
You can use it for both. You can make a maroon one and a blue one.
So that's the beauty of the 3D printer. If there's stuff that suggestions of things that you want, I have a lot of cutters already. But if there's unique things that you see and you're oh, I want something that says Roll Tide for Alabama, I can do that. I can do the Cleveland Browns. I can do the Texans. I can do whatever. But I just have to learn how to use.
How are you gonna do the Browns? Do you know what their logo is?
Yeah, it's a C.
The Browns?
Yeah.
The Browns are a C?
Cleveland Browns. Why are you being mean? I know I'm right.
You are, I guess.
What do you mean?
You think the Browns are a C?
That's the Chicago Bears, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are the Browns?
They don't have a logo. Their helmet's just blank orange.
So then what do they show it on? What is their logo on the screen when they do the pictures?
The helmet with it's a silhouette of a helmet that's blank
No
orange.
way.
Yeah.
Wow. They're struggling today.
The heck is
What was
that?
that? Someone's coughing.
Kitties, you okay?
They're over there.
Oh, it's a little bit.
Is she okay? She have a hairball?
She has a hairball. You okay, little bitty? I'm sorry, baby.
Sorry, she got a hairball. We don't normally... Yeah, you could just do an orange helmet. Okay, so the Cleveland Browns. Sorry. Clearly, I don't know enough of my football tonight. It's a hit or miss. It's not a football night. It's Friday night. It's not football night. I don't have to have the knowledge. Right? That's how it goes.
I guess true.
Talk to me again on Sunday.
High school football's on Friday nights, but that's not relevant to what we're doing there.
No, we don't subscribe to the...
Unless they request their local high school team.
Yeah, if you did, I can do that. Or if your high school team, my high school team was the Huffman Falcons, so
they just have the same. They have the Atlanta Falcons logo.
Yeah, so you could have that and do that. And I can do all kinds of custom stuff, but that will be down the road, not for this first launch, because custom, I have to explore Etsy's features and how to make that work so that when you do have a custom order, I can make sure that we're doing it the most efficient way possible and that you're getting exactly what you want and you're not wasting your money. And so I want to make sure that I have that.
Oh, Bubby, look.
Go get him. Go do it. You're going to do it. You might as well. Look, the rabbit's here. Yay me!
You love the bunny. He's your favorite animal.
I love the rabbit. I love the rabbit in the sense that he lives in our house and I don't want anything bad to happen to him. And he's cute from a distance, but I don't like the rabbit. I really don't like the rabbit. So I do have I have an I'm a Survivor pin, and I know I've showed it before. And when I show y'all, I know this one's going to sell out because y'all are going to really want it. And what's so unfortunate is that Ellie made it, and he made it in the most difficult way possible that I couldn't replicate it. Yeah, Teresa says you can love the rabbit, but you don't have to like him. I don't like him. I don't like him one bit.
My funny bunny.
And he don't like me, and it's okay.
The rabbit loves you. You hurt his feelings because you don't give him so much love and affection.
I have a scratch, like somewhere right here, but it's like in my shirt line, so you can't see it.
On your armpit, basically?
Yeah, it's like in my armpit. I'm not going to show you my armpits. But yeah, he definitely scratched me armpit.
It was an accident.
He watches me while I go to the bathroom. Last night, I walked into the bedroom. No, it wasn't last night. It was a couple nights ago. We both walked into the bedroom, and he was sitting on the bed with his ears pinned back. And I was like,
One of the cats just upset him. And in the bathroom, he was trying to say hi to you, but he's too shy. He doesn't know how to, like, initiate, like, a conversation.
I'm hearing a bunch of excuses, if you ask me. And here's the sad part, y'all. Now, he's working. So who's stuck at home all day with the rabbit? Me. Yay, me. He was in there helping me with laundry today. And by helping, I mean leaving little dingleberries as I'm trying to do laundry. And I'm like, my friend.
He was just trying to help. He only had to go potty. It's not his fault. He's just a little guy.
You know, if I had held him this long, he would have already bit me. I don't know how he hasn't bit you. Like, I don't get it.
He loves his dad.
And it's so sad because I brought him here. I made the decision to bring him in. Oh, and he's hated me from the start. Hey, what's going on here? What do you have? What is that? Is it just color? Oh, it's Pepsi. That's good. Yeah.
All right.
He also likes Pepsi. Which is also wonderful. And Takis, in case you wanted to know. Are they supposed to have them? No. But he does.
Do you find them shredded all over the ground once in a while?
The Pepsi or the Takis?
Either.
The Pepsis, you hear it. Like, I hear that from a mile away now. With the cans, you just hear the can clinking, and I'm like, oh no. Like, it doesn't matter if I leave it out overnight, okay, yeah, that's my fault. But it's different when I open my Pepsi can and then 5 minutes later, his little butt is like hopping over to me and trying to jump on the table to pull the Pepsi can down. Or if you saw my Facebook video trying to jump in the Pepsi box or trying to go under the table to get the Pepsi can. We found a rogue bag of Takis, and I know Takis aren't good for you, okay? I know it. I don't care. But Ellie was like, there's ants in the house. Why is there ants in the house in the living room? I was like, I don't know. And he looks back there, and there's a whole bag of Takis back there that the rabbit just goes back there and munches on sometimes. And he's like, this is not possible. When did this happen? I'm like,
he spilled it behind the couch.
He opened it and spilt it, and we had no idea. And he would just go back there and munch. And it's like, what are you doing? I can confirm the Takis have been removed. But it's still a problem. He knows the Takis bag sound. And it doesn't matter if it's a Lay's bag. He doesn't care. But he hears the Takis bag and he's coming out of his room. It's crazy. It is actually insane. And that's what I live with. But that's okay. So anyways, back to Clay. So what is the launch going to look like? So it will be on Etsy. I already have the store created.
Do you agree with that statement at the bottom that Teresa put?
He's a smart bunny. We talked about this last night.
You think he's stupid?
I think he's intelligent, but his survival skills and the choices, he makes really poor choices.
So he's
really, really poor choices.
So he's intelligent but devious. He's book smart but not world smart.
I mean, he tried to eat NyQuil.
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
He tried to eat NyQuil. So, is that smart?
No.
Hey, Maisie.
Good morning, Maisie Moo.
Can y'all hear her? I think Peanut's eating her ear and she don't like it. She's just trying to sleep. She just came in from being outside. Such a hard time, Maisie.
Yay, Maisie.
Yay, Maisie! Okay, so everybody's gonna interrupt. So what is the launch gonna look like? It's gonna be on Etsy. I already have the store up. If you go on the Etsy, if you still have the link or you know what it's called, you'll go there and there will not be anything there because I've cleared it from everything that used to be there. So for sure in the next week, you won't be able to see it because I'll have it privated, but I'm going to be adding my inventory on there, setting the prices, setting the shipping details, all of that, all the business stuff that doesn't really matter. But where that comes in is that means that really soon we're having our launch. And so the earliest it will be a week from today, so next Friday. That is pending how our week goes. He did just start the new job, so I'm picking up a lot more of the daytime chores that when he's gone. So I feel like I can manage this pretty well, but when I do my Etsy shop, I like to get things shipped out like the next day. Like I like to get my stuff quick, so I try to get it out to you within 1 to 2 days, so then you're only waiting like a day or two in shipping. So that's that. I would like to try to next Friday launch it. If it's not next Friday, it will be October 1st. So it'll either be next Friday or October 1st. I will let you know by Monday or Tuesday which one for sure it will be. And when that happens, I will post the links everywhere to the shop if you want to get something. But with that said, I want to say something really important that one time somebody brought up, and it really hurt me because a lot of people thought with this business venture, I was like just trying to money grab people, and that's not the goal. I really like being creative. It is a big stress reliever for me. It's what I do at nighttime to calm down if I'm not on the Xbox or...
How does anyone do anything business related without money grabbing, so to speak?
I don't know. I don't know.
McDonald's is trying to money grab people, huh?
I don't know. It was, and it's why it was upsetting, but that's not the point. And so this business venture is my hobby, but I also have the opportunity to make money off of my hobby. And if this is my hobby, like, what am I going to do with all of these pieces? You know, like, I can't just keep all of these forever. And there's no point in spending the money to make it if I'm just going to throw it away. And so I do have the opportunity to sell them. And I know that there are some people out there that really like to buy handmade items. And especially if they're inspired by our animals, I know some of y'all would love to have things like that. And so that's kind of the approach. Now, with the topic of it, you know, with the economy where everything's at, I don't talk about all of that stuff, but I know that right now prices for things are very expensive. So it's very important for me to say, take care of yourself first. Like, really take care of yourself. If you want to buy handcrafted items, please do, but I'm not making anybody buy. I'm not pushing on anybody. If you don't want to be a part of it, don't be a part of it. But if you do want to have some handcrafted items, you can. And just know the proceeds from all of this clay stuff goes to our animals and our lifestyle, that it goes directly to taking care of them. And so it's just another way to help us give our animals the best life possible. And that's just my, from the get-go, kind of make sure you take care of yourself first, take care of your family. That is the most important thing to me, is that everybody is taken care of to the best of their abilities. Put yourself first. That said, also, these are handmade items, and I am no Picasso painter. I'm not perfect, okay?
That's a way to sum it up, I guess.
And as a perfectionist, I like everything to look perfect. But you know what? I realized these are handmade items. And you know what? They are going to look so. They are pretty, don't get me wrong. Some of them are really well done. But you might find some little, like it might not be perfectly straight. It might not look perfect everywhere. And I think that's kind of the charm of it all, is like, I've kind of taken on the motto, especially when I was doing these crosses. They were coming out crooked and stuff. And I made a post and I said, they're not perfect, but isn't that the point? And so I kind of want that to be the leading like thing with my clay business, is like, my stuff isn't perfect, But us humans, we're not perfect either. The whole point is that we're not perfect. And so there's a little bit of a tie-in to faith. I don't want to say religion, but like to faith per se. And so not everything there's going to be variations of things. Not every, like Teresa said, they're like snowflakes. No two are alike. You have to remember they are handmade. Okay, that's the charm of it all. I know, like, some people want things that they buy to be prim and perfect. That's not me. I cannot make everything perfect. I make mistakes, you know. They're each one of these, like, you can look like on this, like, I don't know if you can tell, but like both of those pinks, those are two different pinks. It happens. The paint might be a little off. I don't know. It's not perfect, but that's the charm and that's the point, and that's kind of what I love about it. I love that I can look at it and see that it's not perfect, but to me it's still beautiful and it still has value. And I think that's something that I really love about getting to work with polymer clay and doing handcrafted items. So that's just my little spiel on that. And, you know, kind of those things will be on my website when it's time for that. But yeah, I am trying to put out the best quality possible, but I'm not perfect. Nobody is. So what else is there? I talked about the date. I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
Pricing. Okay. So right now, my job for the next week is kind of trying to figure out how to price things, looking on Etsy, looking at what my competitors would be. You have to think when doing this polymer clay, you know, polymer clay is not cheap. I can tell you right now, this big block right here is $14. And so I'm not trying to make a huge crazy profit, but I do want to like break even. So the magnets, if they're small magnets, they're not going to be crazy expensive. Like if you just get like, what do I have? Like this right here, I'm not going to charge you something crazy expensive for that. $2 or $3, you know, and plus shipping. But if you get something like, I'll use this earring as an example. This earring has quite a few pieces of clay on it and took quite a bit of time to make. That would be a little bit more expensive if it was a magnet, but nothing is going to break the bank. When we get into Christmas ornaments, you know, a Christmas ornament takes a lot more clay, this kind of thing. This is more Christmas ornament size. This takes a lot more clay. It would be a little bit more expensive, but I want y'all to go in knowing that it's not going to be breaking the bank. I cannot control the price of shipping, but I do know that I can give discounts if you like meet a certain, like, I think every time I buy on Etsy, somebody say, if you spend $35 or more, you can get free shipping. So I'm able to do that, but I can't change the price of shipping, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all here, I've got for the next launch. So that's another thing we'll talk about. I've got a really cool idea, but I have to get my 3D printer out. I think I'm going to make an awareness ribbon for barber pole worms. Y'all know I'm very passionate about barber pole worms and the education of it, and I think I'm gonna make barber pole awareness ribbons for all the ruminant animals that struggle with it. And I just think that that will be so cool and unique. And so they'll be white with red like a barber pole, because that's the whole thing. There's not currently one, but I'm gonna do that. That was a late night thought that Ellie and I came up with, and so I want to get it like perfect if I'm gonna sell those. And so that's going to take some time with the 3D printer to figure out. But the barber pole awareness ribbons are going to be really exciting. And I just hope that with that, I can continue to educate with that as well. I can make all kinds of awareness ribbons. I could, like, really, the possibilities are endless. I'm also thinking about in the future going into shirts, keychains, coasters, like for your drinks, like all kinds of different fun little handmade things. So freshies even for your car. So those are things to come. Now, for how launches will work is, right now my idea is every piece that I have made right now is now cut off for the first launch. So the last thing I baked was these little okie dokie memorial pieces. And from there, anything that's made after that goes towards launch number 2. And so we'll have the launch number 1 happen either next week or October 1st. And then when I get my stock back up again, hopefully a month later or maybe a month and a half. I'm not sure yet. This is where it's going to be kind of trial and error of when the next launch would happen with a whole new set of stuff, not the same stuff. I can bring back the same stuff, but it's going to have to be people like, the demand is going to have to be there. People are going to have to be like, hey, I really liked your calico cat magnet. Can you make more of them? And if a lot of people are like, yeah, Megan, make the calico cats, like, I will. But I have so many different cutters and so many different ideas that I want each launch to have different things. And pending the season that it's around, you'll see seasonal items for that as well. And so I'm really excited for that. So just know that I may or may not try to do a launch each month, and that's why the stock will be low each time. And remember, you don't have to buy from me each month. You definitely don't. If you just want to come and support the journey, and as I'm posting on YouTube and on Facebook, please do. We would love to have you here. This is just a little bit extra to help me have a hobby and have fun and de-stress, but also help our animals in return. And so I am really excited, and I'm really blessed to have so many people here that rally around not just Ellie and I, but our animals as well. It truly means the world to me, and the people that truly love us and know us, it really does mean the world to us, and we're really glad to be able to share our life and our animals with you. I love being able to bring joy to people through our animals and educate. It's really made my life so fulfilling in a way that I didn't even know was possible. And it's just so special because I know that not everybody can have the joy of goats or have the joy of horses and chickens and all of that because of circumstances or where you live. But if you hop on the internet and come join our internet family, you can be a part of those animals too. And I think that's what I love so much about it. And I've made so many connections and met so many great people. And I'm just really, really, truly blessed. And I want y'all to know that from the bottom of my heart, that I really, truly love and appreciate y'all. Even though some days it's hard, some people are mean, I really do love those of you who are just so kind and supportive. And I know our animals appreciate you as well. So just know that that's kind of my approach. Is there anything else? Am I missing anything else? I don't have a list. I was, Pamela said for Thanksgiving, how about one for Cornholio? Okay, Pamela, let me show you what I did. Let me show you. Because this was a hot topic of conversation in our household because of the rabbit and just me for a little bit. I made a Cornholio memorial stone, okay? You can see it. I just did a very basic turkey, okay? This is not what I would sell. I would not sell Cornholio like this because I don't feel like that's what Cornholio looks like. And I love that turkey cutter, okay? So I was going to do like a Thanksgiving turkey with like each of these little things would be different colors. And I did it and it turned out like Dookie. And I mean it. It turned out like Dookie. It looked so bad. No, it looked bad. It looked horrible. And this is what I mean by blood, sweat, and tears. This was the night of tears. This was the night of tears. It was so bad. And then not after that, the rabbit found out he could jump up on the table and he ruined about a good few of the turkeys. So I had to throw a lot of the turkeys away. I was able to take the magnets off of them, but I had to throw the actual turkeys away. And so these turkeys that I have right here, this coloring was my attempt to save them. Cover it in a dark color so you couldn't see the ugly paint job underneath. And then cover this in maroon just because it goes well with brown. But then I thought it'll be a wonderful, wonderful idea. Instead of using resin or like the expensive Sculpey sealant, use Mod Podge. Great. Yeah, that was not a good idea, okay? Mod Podge, if you do not apply it in very thin layers, you will get like this weird, sticky, nasty texture. And that is what happened. I didn't realize Mod Podge takes 30 minutes to an hour to dry. but then it takes 30 days to seal, which is really important. The seal is what makes it not sticky. So it's not wet anymore, but like these pieces, they're sticky because I didn't do it right. And so now they've got like, you can see like this one has got like all kinds of different paint on it and stuff. And I kept them because I have a friend that said she wants the really imperfect ones. And I told her, I was like, they're really bad. And she's like, no, send them to me. When I put in my order, just throw them in there if you don't want them. I was like, okay, I will. So I'm working on trying to find a good cornholio coloring to do with Thanksgiving. I have obviously this cutter, which I think is really cute. It's actually two cutters. It's the turkey head and then the turkey like fan. But then I also have this one, but I don't like it as much. I kind of would like the animated turkey face kind of like, let me see if I have one like right here. I don't want to like go and dig through here. Okay, I have this cute little cow cutter. It comes with another cutter that goes on top for the nose of the cow. And so I kind of like things like this is what I've gravitated more towards. I bought this when I was like doing earrings because I liked the more like basic thing on your ear. But now that I'm doing magnets, I kind of want like that cutesy little like face on there. So my like style has evolved over time. But real quick, while we're here, I'm gonna give you a sneak peek of the full inventory that I have. So you're gonna see it. Of kind of what I've got going on and what you have to get excited about. You can kind of plan what you want to get if you do. So let me show you what I have. Now, I told you there were some earrings. I've got them like this. I've got beads too. I had leftover beads from a project that never panned out. And so I just have on these hoops. I put little beads. I thought they were cute. Cute little teacher earrings. I wore them when I was teaching, so they're cute. I also have these. I love this color. It's just a mini hoop with some beads on it. Very cute. These, I made these and I never listed them and then I found them. These would be 4th of July earrings. Not perfect. I think that's probably why I didn't sell them because I didn't realize like you're making handmade items. They're gonna look handmade. Like you're not like mass producing these. There's no way you're gonna make them look perfect if you're making them with your hand. That's just not gonna happen. You're not that talented, Megan. I mean, I've got a little bit of talent, but not enough to make things perfect. I also do not have enough time in my day to sit over here and make sure everything is perfect for like 4 hours. Really, I get in every night about, what, 2 or 3 hours of clay making each night? Something like that. Sometimes I stay up really late if I can't sleep, but we'll have those there because I can't throw them away. I cannot bring myself to throw these away because they're so cute. Like, they are so cute. Oh. I don't know if this, I think that's a normal person. So then I've got Disney. This is a pin. This is a Disney balloon. If you can kind of see, it's got the balloon, and I did the red with the polka dots on it. For a lot of my Disney stuff, I think I want to make it on pins because I don't know if y'all know this, but there are a lot of trading pins at Disney. Obviously, these aren't them. I'm gonna cry. Shannon just said the sweetest thing. Shannon, I remember doing your orders. I remember what you've ordered. She said, guys, I've ordered some of her earrings and they're wonderfully made. Mine are still holding up. I'm actually crying. You made me cry. Congratulations. Yeah, so the Disney stuff, I've seen a lot of people like to on their purses, they like to take their pins and put them on there. And so I thought some cute little handmade pins would be cute too. You obviously can't trade them at Disney. Man, Shannon, you're making me cry. That is so sweet. I guess I never really thought that all the people that ordered might still have their stuff and they might still be here. And that's just so touching. Y'all are gonna freak out about these, I think, and you can blame Ellie for making them like this, that I will not be taking the time to make them like this again. You can totally blame him. So go send him all the messages if you're mad about it. because I'm slightly upset too because they're so freaking cute. So this is on a pin back. These are little I'm a Survivor pins. I'll have to talk to Lester and Jamie and see if they're okay with us using the like I'm a Survivor brand. I don't think they'll have a problem with it, but it's always kind and fair to ask when you're using somebody else's brand. And so, yeah, Ellie and I are also trying to come up with kind of our own brand, but I don't think we're there yet. We just got our LLC done, so there is a very limited number of these. They've also, what was interesting is they're all different, mind you. Like, they're all different. Like, some of them are very thin, some are very thick, so keep that in mind. They've also got this coloring. They look like they're dirty, but it's not. I burnt them in the oven, and when they came out, I was going to throw them away, and Ellie goes, no, they look like they've got rust on them. It looks rusted, and I was like, okay, okay. They kind of look like cowboy hats. I can see, oh my gosh! Did you ever know that your Lester and Jamie's logo, the I'm a Survivor logo, looks like a cowboy hat? So. Come look at this. This is crazy. Oh, yeah. Well, no, I'll do it. Did y'all ever come up with a final name for the farm? We came up with a final name for our LLC, which is the Blessed Barnyard. And so if that's what we call ourselves, I don't know yet. We're not like fully there yet. But they do look like cowboy hats. Thank you for pointing that out. I actually have a cutter in my Etsy cart right now for a hat cutter. So then I've got these, you can't really see, but it's got reflective glitter on them. They just cutesy little crosses. And I can tell you that these crosses, they were made with a lot of love and a lot of feeling. And I think Ellie can attest to that. I had some worship music on when I was listening to them. I cried while I was making them. We had a whole adventure while I was making these. So it was really, really interesting. So just know the crosses were made with a lot of feeling. And a lot of these too, y'all, if there's a memorial piece, I want you to know, like, this is therapy for me. Like, making this, I bawled. Like, you can ask Ellie. He's over there on his game, and he sees me weeping over here, and he's like, what is going on? And I'm like, it's just this, Lulu. And he's like, so, blood, sweat, and tears. I can definitely make these into earrings as well. I still have all of the stuff to make earrings. I'm not, like, that's not my target focus anymore. But Shannon, you know where to reach out to me if you would like a pair. Just reach out to me. There have been people who have messaged me on Facebook before and been like, hey, can you make this? And I was like, yeah. They're like, I'll PayPal you if you send them to me. And I was like, okay, whatever. And so I don't remember who it was, but she PayPal'd me and I made her a couple of custom earrings and sent them to her. So I can do that too. I just know the easiest way and the most mainstream way is to do it on Etsy because it's just like the most ethical way to do it and the way to keep like me protected as a business. But if there's like something I don't have and like you're really wanting, just reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook. You can message my, if you can find my personal page, you can message my personal page. You could also message my Made by Megan page. But if you ask Teresa, she'll tell you I'm really horrible at responding. I mean, like really, really horrible at responding. Like, really bad. You could also get a hold of Ellie if you wanted to get a hold of me, but again, we're both really bad at responding. The thing is I schedule, huh?
I'm decent at responding.
Decent? Do you respond more than I do?
On what? It depends.
It just depends. Like if so, okay, you don't.
On my email, I'm pretty good.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I was like thinking like Facebook Messenger. That's normally how people get to me the quickest. It's hard because what I've done to be efficient is I schedule all of my videos like the night before, and sometimes I'm a couple days in advance. So like I woke up today and Teresa said Ellie isn't much better. It takes a couple days. It's hard because I have 2 Facebooks that I manage, but like today I guess I uploaded that Tilly video, and I say I guess because I scheduled that a couple days ago. I had no idea today what I uploaded. I knew that when I scheduled it, it was like good to go. It was like safe, like could be monetized. It wouldn't be like a bad video or anything. But I forget, like I have no idea what I uploaded today. I have no idea what I upload. So like I have no idea what's uploaded tomorrow. I'm scheduled, I think I have everything scheduled until like tomorrow afternoon, and then I'll have to start scheduling videos again. But like I've got no idea what's been posted. So keep that in mind when you see things. I do that so I can spend more time with the animals during the day and not worrying and actually filming instead of worrying about trying to get uploaded at certain times during the day. I just schedule it all like a night or 2 before. So that's why I don't always know what's going on. I just know that I got a lot of comments today, and when I woke up I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so many notifications. And I went and looked, I was like, you posted that. You posted the Tilly video, that's why. So next we have these little calicos. Very cute. These were made in 2022 and they're still holding up. These are kind of the old style I made them. They're made with resin, so they're a little bit different. They're a little bit harder. I've stepped away from resin because it's not safe for the animal's health or my health. You have to use like a mask, like a heavy duty mask. And then over time, resin, if it's exposed to a lot of light, it will like yellow and brown out. So I stepped away from doing that, but I have a bunch of those. These are on magnets. I have a small handful of the balloons on magnets. I already showed you. I have the Tex pins. I don't remember why I made them as pins. Actually, Ellie made these, I think. Didn't you make the Tex pins? I think you made, yeah, you made the Tex ones. And those are on resin too. Those came from 2022. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the crosses. I've got these earrings. I worked so hard on them and they didn't sell very good, and I cannot throw them away. And so Ellie told me just to put them back on the shop instead of throwing them away, because they held up in good condition. Most of my earrings did not hold up in great condition over time. I think just because of the way I stored them and how I moved with them. They just didn't store very well. And so that's not a reflection of how my clay will do. That's a reflection of saying, like, if you're gonna buy handmade products and like clay, you do have to take care of it. And I'll have all of that in the description on what to do to like take care of it. So I have those as earrings. These are Donkey Dan inspired pins. Very fun. It's a little bit darker. This was one of my very first creations, like being serious. I have the pink hexagon stars and autism ones. Pink hexagon stars. Pink hexagon stars. I have no idea what those ones are. I have no idea. But I do know that you have the autism awareness ones. And I'm trying to find out how I can make a cute autism awareness magnet, but I'm really trying to be very intentional with it. Here's another Tex one. It's a magnet. We've got the Donkey Dan magnets. There's a lot more pins than there are magnets of the Tex and Donkey Dan's. I don't know why. I think y'all are gonna go crazy for this one too. These ones are very imperfect and they were very, very, very hard to make, but they're Moo inspired. So it's a dairy cow, but it was inspired by Moo. It's on a pin back. I do not think I have any magnets of these. They're all pins, unfortunately. And because I used resin when I made these, I cannot pop the pin backs off. So they have to stay as pins, but they're very cute. And these were very, very hard to make. I remember I made these in 2022 as well. And there were many fits thrown making these. They were very hard to make, and they are still very imperfect. Like I may have to go back and fix this one for sure before I sell these, because these are looking a little rough. And you can tell if you look, you can see the resin on it. It's browned out a little bit, and so that's kind of why I phased out from it, just to get away from that kind of color discoloration. And then we have more fun stuff, y'all. I have, these look like middle fingers right now, but that's not what they are. These are little popsicles I have to finish. I have to like paint them. I just used yellow. I don't know why. It was a good clay. And so I'm going to paint them. I don't know what I'm going to do to them yet. I made some velvets last night. So these are white donkeys and I'll paint brown spots on them. Those will be magnets. I told y'all I made the Okie Dokie inspired one last night. So this is I don't like this cutter, but it's the only alpaca llama I have. And so I'm going to paint it to look like Okie. I have to seal that. Because I do have some ones that were inspired by Annie. And I didn't seal them. And because I didn't sell them or seal them, the paint ran. And so I can't sell the Annie ones, unfortunately. I also have these. They're these little boots. They're white. I'm going to add like some gold... like, what is it called? I have it right here. It's called gold leaf. I have the gold one somewhere else, but I'm going to take like the actual yellow gold and you paint them on with some paint. And so that's what I'm going to do to those, but that won't be in this launch because I need to experiment with those because I really want them to look good if I'm going to do them, because this was also a really hard cutter to use because it's got like that print embossed in it. So I really want to make them really good. So that's going to take some time. And now we're to our last 4. And they're so cute. So we have a basic smiley face magnet. It's just so cute. I love it. You have that boot cutter. The boot cutter is so cute, but it is so hard to use embossing cutters sometimes. They like to get stuck in the clay. Oh, wait. I have more over here. I keep forgetting. So exciting for y'all. I made these snails. I think Ellie's favorite are the snails. They were going to be lollipops.
So funny.
They're so cute. They are the most handmade looking ones. They're a little dingy. I'm not going to lie to you. They're a little rough. They were supposed to be lollipops. And I turned them into snails because they couldn't be lollipops. I'll put it that way. And so they're like definitely like all different sizes. Some go different ways, you know, but you get the gist of the idea. And then I love these. I spent so much time on these. I have a question. How would I use the magnet ones? What do you mean, how would you use the magnet ones? You just put they're magnets. They just, I need something to magnetize to. Will it magnetize to this? No. I don't have a magnet. You just put them on your fridge or anything like metal that a magnet will stick to. I wouldn't recommend putting it on your car. I wouldn't do that. But I can still do earrings, Shannon. If you just reach out to me, I can make you some earrings. If you see some of this you like as earrings, just reach out to me. Or I can maybe, for people that want earrings, maybe I'll put like an option, like if you want earrings, like click on this. And it'll have to be like a custom thing. But I'll look into that for you, Shannon, because I know you like the earrings. So I spent a lot of time on these. This was meant to be, I don't think this looks like peanut butter. It was supposed to be peanut butter and jelly. Now it's peanut butter and Nutella. So these are super fun. I spent a lot of time on these. A lot of tears on these as well. This purple paint, my hands were purple for days because I don't use gloves when I paint. I don't have the time to do that. So these won't be sold as a set because I don't have the same exact number. But if you want to buy both, you can have them both. And let me tell you, every piece of clay I make, every magnet I make, I put it on my fridge to make sure that it works. So just know that, like, I put all of these pieces are on my fridge, like they are. And I would not sell them to you if I didn't think they looked good. Trust me. And then my last, mother trucker. It's okay. My last ones are ones that I need to fix tonight. I actually put, I found more turkeys. I found more turkeys. So I've got 2 different kinds of, no, what is that? Is that, I'm gonna have to, okay. I have 2 different kinds of ducks. Ellie made these ducks, and I made these ducks. He says these are the scared ducks and this is the happy duck. So we have 2 different ducks. Yeah. We have little pigs. They're so cute. These are on magnets. Obviously Maisie inspired. So cute. Love this style of like a plain color with the polka dots on it. And then I have one more. This is the last thing I have for my stock. And I kid you not, this cutter is really hard to use. So I kid you not when I say I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I have 9 of these. I made 10 ones on my fridge. But they are inspired. You are not going to be able to see it. And that's not a good one either. Well, I mean, it's good, but that's not a good one to look at. I need one where you'll be able to see its face on camera. Because of the colors, every single one of them is different. And so I really have to... It is so hard to see the face on camera. Okay, maybe this one. It is a rooster. It's much easier to see in person, and it is inspired by my mom's rooster that passed, Rosie Ross. Rosie Ross was actually my rooster first, and then him and Hey Hey couldn't get it together on sharing girls, and they fought, and so I said...
Guess who always won the fights?
Huh?
And guess who always won the fights?
Rosie Ross always won the fights, okay? Rosie Ross won the fights, and just because he won didn't mean he get to stay. Hey Hey, I don't know why Hey Hey lost. I don't know. I just, and so...
Rosie Ross used to be a girl, and to win the girls, you gotta think like a girl.
Yeah, Rosie Ross started off as Rosie, and then became Ross. Kind of like Cammie has become Cameron. It's Cammie Cameron.
That's so sad. That'll be a good story.
That's going to be fun for you to video. That's so sad. I'm not 100% sure that Cammie's Cameron, but it's looking like it.
I know.
It's looking like it.
Yeah.
But y'all, that is all the stock I have. That is what, oh, also, obviously, these Lulu ones, I still have to seal them and put magnets on them. But those are all the stock that I have that will be up on my Polymer Clay Etsy store soon. It will either be, just to reiterate, it'll either be next Friday or October 1st. Like, that is a hard set date. It's either going to be next Friday or October 1st. Nothing in between. Like, it's either one of those. And so I will let y'all know come Monday or Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday, which one it is. It's just going to depend on what I'm able to get done. Because like I said, Ellie did start a new job. There's been some adjustments for us. And so I just need to be able to know what I can do and what I can handle, because I also will be continuing to make new products for when we have our next launch of all new products. So it's not like I've already got, like, everything I've got right now is everything I have made, and anything else new that I make, I just gonna have to start building up again, you know. And if I have anything left over that didn't sell, please let us see your fridge with your piece of art. Okay, I'm gonna out myself. I haven't updated. For those of you that follow me on Facebook and know that, like, I do how many days has it been since we had an escapee? I think it's been like a week. I just haven't updated it. So just know it says 0 days since the last escapee, because I haven't updated it. So let's see. I've got my peanut butter and jellies right here. I tend to put the imperfect ones on my fridge. Like this one has some purple paint that's spread. I've got the cross right here. This gets to stay for me because it's bad. These are imperfect, so those are not sellable, so they're on my fridge. That's not sellable, so it's on my fridge. These, I don't even have these anymore. There was a problem with them. I have the pig, I have the donkey, I have the Disney balloon, I have the cat, Tex, and then that. So that's my fridge. I keep them on my fridge. I really do love the stuff I make, and just know that they are truly made with love. And if I'm not feeling like making clay that night, or I'm not in a good mood, I don't make them, because I truly believe that, like, they need to be made with love. So that's just me. That's just what I do. I found the ornaments. I found them. Isn't that cute for a little Christmas tree ornament? So adorable. All right, y'all, but I have got to cook Ellie dinner. I guess me dinner too. I really don't feel like eating, but I guess I should probably eat dinner. This lighting is just like not good right here. Hey, Stormy, don't do that. So
The TikTok camera.
What?
The TikTok camera is a naturally beautified filter, even the default camera.
Okay, on that video that you filmed of me doing the Aggie War hymn just a minute ago, did you have the beauty filter on?
The default camera always does, yes.
If you want to see something, I imagine, I haven't even seen the video. I know it's got to be hilarious though. Ellie videoed me while I was cleaning, and
That's on Vyvanse.
me on Vyvanse. I mean, it's still in my system, but yeah, he videoed me like in the core of it. So
Simmering down now.
yeah, I've simmered down. It's been in my system for a couple hours now. We've gone through the thick of it. I've stopped drinking the Pepsi for a little bit, but if I get some more caffeine, I'll be going again. But it's okay. It's okay. But I love and appreciate you all so much. I hope this makes sense, and I hope if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and I will have more information on this soon. I am so excited. Thank you all so much. I hope you have an amazing night and an even better weekend, and I'll catch you all next time with another one. Bye, friends.
Bye, guys.
Oh, Ellie says bye.
Yeah.
Bye, friends.